Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Debunking. Welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. And we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to be talking about that damn Nick Wright. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So, Michael Jordan has been a bone in the throat of some people out here since his return to talking basketball. Shams just got exposed about a week or so ago after he tried to insinuate Michael Jordan was lying about a story. That didn't end well for him. But we knew it wouldn't stop there, right? We knew that the LeBron fanboys would not give up. And of course, then Nick Wright decided to step up to the plate and show us what he got. Now, I've been watching a lot of these shows, so this particular news absolutely flew under the radar for me. It wasn't until I saw an episode from the basketball show where he covered this, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that they discussed this. So as you guys know, the last clip that NBC dropped had to do with the infamous subject of load management, right? Something that a lot of NBA fans don't appreciate. And when Michael Jordan was asked about it, he essentially said that, look, it shouldn't be needed. And he went on to explain his philosophy behind playing, why he always wanted to play, what motivated him, and various people pushed back. And of course, one of those people was Nick Wright. So during an episode on First Things First, they decided to broach this issue. It was about a 8 to 10 minute block where they decided to talk about the segment where they decided to talk about this. And in typical Nick Wright fashion, he found a way to sneak this and diss Michael Jordan in the midst of it all. Take a listen to Nick Wright here reacting to Michael Jordan's comments about load management. Take a listen to this here.
I didn't care about the Pacers. I wanted to see Dr. J. He played. But had he not played when I'm a 9-year-old kid at that game, I'm going to be heartbroken.
I got to tell you, had he not played, I'm not joking, your whole life could be different. Like, you dedicated your life to doing sports. And Dr. J was your favorite player. I'm not trying to do a bigger thing than that, but like, I mean it. Like, you were a 9-year-old kid, like you might have, like, I don't know, like there is an element of that, of like when you were falling in love with basketball,
yes,
you went to see your favorite guy, he played, and it maybe by coincidence, it ended up being your profession. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so whatever it is, but go ahead.
No, I mean, so I do agree with Jordan in that regard. It's just because it's too expensive otherwise. And so, look, the bottom line, though, is this. We see it in basketball. They have better nutrition, better sneakers, better travel, better weight training, and they're load managing. Baseball, we see the pitch counts. They're so cautious with the pitchers. The basketball players and the baseball players get hurt. It feels like more than ever, but certainly as much as they used to get hurt back in the day. So how's it working? This load management is not the playoffs are just as riddled with injuries that can help determine the champions as they were in the 80s and 90s. Like, so to me, I don't see it benefiting anybody at all.
So I want to be nuanced about this, because what I do think, now that we have, years of load management takes, so to speak, is the two poster children, if you will, of load management, turns out, are two guys with degenerative knee problems.
Yeah, they need it.
And Embiid and Kawhi.
Yep, they need it.
You know what I mean? Like,
them.
Right now they're not. But like when the load management was like a topic all the time, Kawhi was getting pilloried by me. You know what I mean? And others.
He got cleared, and Pop was like,
right.
I don't know what's going on.
And Embiid was another guy, and it turns out those guys have significant knee and body, injury issues. So there's that. Bruce's point about the court being spread, I was trying, because it's exactly, I think, the right point. And I was trying to figure out a way to try to demonstrate that without it seeming like I'm taking a shot at previous era of basketball, because I'm not. It's just different. And so, like, you can watch, if you go to YouTube, I did it, but we're not going to play the clips of, like, 90s defense versus 2020s defense. It's just the rotation and running
the paint.
Right. And now you're just running around side to start. And in the 90s, because there were big men and it was around the paint, it's a lot of on defense, like, all right, see man and ball and stand there. And that it's not about one being better than the other, it's just different.
Quickly, I would just throw this in. And I don't know if it's the equivalent, maybe, but you could get hammered in the 90s.
Yes.
When it was a lot more physical.
Right.
So you went to the
Defense is
basket, you're
different.
getting drilled. So there is that.
Right, but it was less wear and tear. Maybe it was on your joints.
Absolutely.
So I tried to find a way to show what's happening because I think it's all related to the three-point shot.
Yeah.
And there's a great Substack that has this graph that I want to show you. This is average miles covered over an 82-game season for a team. And this is from 1980 to 2020. What you'll notice is that I find really interesting. See in the 90s, the brief jump and then drop, that's when they shortened the three-point line, and the three-pointer was more prevalent for those 2 years, then it went back to normal. And so it is directly correlated to the more three-pointers you shoot, the more miles you have to cover, all of it.
That's good.
So I say this. They're never shortening the season.
Right.
They're not doing it. This is, to me, another issue that the NBA would go a long way to solving by having a real conversation about the proliferation and the overvalue, or the importance of the three-point shot. Because I think that's what's leading to, the game being unsustainable for guys to play 80 times a year, plus the playoffs, all of it. I think
So you want to do like 30 attempts or something?
I'm not going to lie. I don't have that part solved, and I think there's a lot of different.
You've heard mine.
What?
Cut out the corner.
Oh, the corner. I think the corners.
In the arc at the free throw line.
I love that idea. I don't know if that's extreme enough. I would certainly start there to where it's a true arc and then see where it goes. But you are short of making it like the Premier League almost, where like, hey, no, you're playing like once or twice a week, and you're going to be full strength at all times. This is going to happen as long as basketball is played the way it's currently played. And so you're going to have to change something. Like something's got to give, because I do think everybody has these anecdotes. Shout out to Mr. Luce, Mark Luce, my old journalism teacher and English teacher in high school, and I hope someone sends this to him. Years ago, he and his son went to San Antonio specifically to see, I think it was Kawhi and, his favorite guys. It was a Spurs-Warriors game that I think I helped him get tickets to. And Steph sat, Kawhi sat, everyone sat. From Kansas City, there's no games. Like, you know what I mean? He made a family trip. Yeah. And that's what I'm not joking when I say about Brew, like.
So you heard what Nick Wright had to say there. What are my thoughts about this? First of all, let me say this. The basketball show did an excellent job of breaking down the subject matter. And he came up with some very poignant points that he was able to unearth during his research. Some that didn't even occur to me. Nick Wright, first of all, made the first joke about, that would rank Michael Jordan as the 75th player with the most played games at 75. What Nick is failing to mention is this. There have been 5,000 people to play in the NBA. 5,000. So you being ranked at number 75 would put Michael Jordan in the top 2% of anybody that's ever played the sport in terms of game played. Anybody that ever played. That's the first thing. The second thing that Nick Wright conveniently omits from that comment is that he didn't take into account that, first of all, Jordan went to college. He didn't bring that up. He didn't bring up the fact that Michael Jordan went to college. So Jordan went to college. That took off some years from his career. He obviously retired once. That took off a year from his career. But what he cannot even dispute is that when MJ played versus his guy, when his guy LeBron played, you can't even compare the commitment. Because when MJ was there, he was there. He wasn't lollygagging or half-assing. Then Chris Broussard said something that absolutely floored me in the midst of it all. He said LeBron James doesn't load manage? What? LeBron James doesn't load manage? Are we not all watching the same LeBron James? What do you mean LeBron James doesn't load manage? Like, what are we talking about here? LeBron James doesn't load manage. Are you even joking? Should we go through the seasons where LeBron didn't play a lot of games? Okay, how many years? LeBron has been in the NBA 23 years, right? Going on 23 years. How many of those 23 years did LeBron even play 80 games? I have 1, 2, 3 years. 3. How many years did LeBron play at least play a full season? 1 year. 1 year. Let me just list off some of the years that games that LeBron played in certain years. 1 year he played 75, 79, 76, 62, 69, 76, 74, 55, 67, 45. That's the truncated season with the pandemic. 56, 55, 71, and 70. Meanwhile, Jordan played 82 games at the age of 40. That was a ridiculous job those two guys tried to do in that moment. To say LeBron doesn't low manage is clownish. We've literally watched LeBron and AD low manage on a night when they're perfectly healthy, going to go play in Boston or one of these cities. Nothing is wrong with them. They didn't play. So to say LeBron doesn't low man is laughable. Is he the face of low management? No, he's not, but that's laughable. Nick Wright then brought up this graph about players running up and down. That players are running up and down, so therefore they're running more average miles per game. Nick, first of all, they're running up and down while playing less games. And just because you can't quantify physicality doesn't mean that running up and down makes it a more difficult game, where in the past guys would actually hit you. They would actually beat you up during games. But what Nick is trying to say is the game is more strenuous today. Now, this is where we expose the entire clown show of this conversation. If you're saying that players are running all these miles and it's such a burden on their bodies, therefore they need to load manage, why don't they just reduce the games? Because clearly 82 games is too much of a physical burden. So lower the games. Lower the games. Because according to what he's saying, 82 games is too much. And if they don't low manage, they won't be able to get through a season healthy. Fine. The burden is too much. Lower the games. Do you know why they will never lower the games? Because by lowering the games, they lower the revenue. This is always about money. You can never take these people seriously. You can never take them seriously. We're not having a serious conversation here. We're not. Everybody's talking about everything else except the main thing, which is money. That's the main thing here. What these guys are talking about is this. How can I sign a contract that says I'll pay you X amount of dollars times 82 games? Right? Then I come up with a very slick way of not playing or earning the full paycheck or playing the full 82 games. I'll find a way to take off, let me say, 15 games a year, so I can elongate my career and still collect a salary of somebody that was intended to play 82 games. This ain't got nothing to do with players being tired. It has nothing to do with players being tired of the game being too burdensome. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do about money. But nobody wants to have this conversation. They want to talk about, oh, it's science. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's science. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with how can I prolong my career so therefore I can make more money. That's all. That's all. If they said you could only play 10 years in the NBA, that's 10-year max, players would be pushing for them to make it 15 years. Oh, 10 years is too short. Why do you want more years? I thought the game was too taxing. Because it means you get more money. This is all about money. But these guys are trying to act like they're having a conversation with you and trying to make it seem like it's something else. It's about money. It's about money. Some people are talking about, oh, if they make the season 60 games, players will still find a way to miss 20. Yes, they'll still find a way to miss 20. Yes, you're correct. Yes. You're correct. Yes. You're correct. If they made the season 20 games, not everybody will play that 20. Yes, you're correct. But what you're missing is the reason this is there is because they found it as a way to make money. Now, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Do you know the easiest way to make a lot of money in basketball or in professional sports? Do you know the easiest way to make a lot of money in professional sports? Win. 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 Nothing makes you more money than being a winner. Nothing. Do you know why? Because everybody wants to be associated with the winner. So when you hear a player saying, I would choose an MVP over a championship, they really haven't cracked the code yet. Winning is what attracts the mega bucks, not how long you played. It's winning. Winning opens doors for you that losing would never do. Michael Jordan made what, 30, 40, 50 million in his career as a basketball player, I believe. The highest paid year he ever made was $30 million or 33 $30 million in 1998. I think we made it for the last 2 seasons of his career. Something about that. No, I forgot the full number. So a guy that, let's say, earned a round figure of $100 million as an NBA player is now worth going on $4 billion today. $4 billion. How did he do that in 20 years? How did a guy that played for 15 years in the NBA, he retires, 20 years later, he has made 4,000 times the money he made playing basketball, almost. How? How did he do that? How? Because Jordan won. His name became synonymous with success, so brands wanted to flock to him. His play on the court made Nike and him become partners. His play. Winning. Winning is the ultimate thing you need. When you win, it opens doors for you. That's the key. That's the key. Look at sprinting. Usain Bolt retired a long time ago, but he won. That's why he's the richest sprinter to ever live. Gatlin ran longer than him, but he didn't win as much as him. Of course, Gatlin had some other issues as well. But that's what separated Bolt. That's what made him so wealthy. Brands were running behind him to give him money. Winning cures all. Look at Brady. Is Tom Brady the only is he the only quarterback that played for 10 years, 12 years in football? No, but he was making what? He's making $37.5 million a year talking football. Why? Because I'm Tom Brady. Why? Because I won 7 championship rings. So nobody wants to factor in winning as a thing. It's just, just get the money, just get the money. Well, they're players. Just because you got the money, don't say you're going to keep the money. Just because you got the money, don't say you're going to keep the money. Look at Scottie Pippen. There are opportunities coming up every single year. Why? Because he won with the Chicago Bulls. So winning to me is the goal here. That's the goal. You get people that customarily would not even know you. You be playing in the NBA, you're making money. These guys don't even know you. I'm talking about the big boys. They don't even know you exist. But when you're winning, hey man, let's go do some business with so-and-so player on the Golden State Warriors, so-and-so guy with the, hey man, I'm the head fund, I'm head of CEO of so-and-so head fund, man. I really like you, man. Yeah, man, we didn't want to take a picture. I want to get to know you. Why? Because he's a winner. He's a winner. But to get back to the argument, this is all about money. Nick Wright can go out there and pull out all the graphs that he wants and give us a full breakdown. It's about the money. And he said it. They're never going to reduce the games, so it has nothing to do with the burden of the game. Knock it off with their running more. They're running up and down, totally impeded. You can't even touch guys today. What are you talking about? A good point that this guy brought up, the basketball show, he brought up an excellent point, which is this. He said, If you look at the average minutes per game that the players are playing, it's much less than what they were playing during Jordan and Kobe's era. Yes, because teams are now playing deeper into their rosters. In the past, you run 7 maximum 8-man roster. In the playoffs is really 7 deep. Now you're seeing them play 11 guys on a given night, 10 guys on a given night. Stars are now averaging around 32 minutes a game. Giannis 32, Kawhi 32. Most guys are averaging 32. Go back to the early 2000s, guys were averaging 38, 39, 40 minutes a night. So although you're playing more games, I'm available more for my team while I'm playing. Who we kid, bro? Like, come on, y'all are not smart. Knock it off. Y'all are trying to like, oh, I'm gonna get you with my vocabulary. I'm gonna ooh. Come on, knock it off, man. You guys aren't geniuses. We're like, come on, y'all are not as smart as you think you are. Come on, knock it off. Just because you wear a suit and I'm sitting here wearing a t-shirt don't mean you smarter than me or you got a big ass beard. That means you somehow have more sense than me. Knock it off, man. All of these tricks you're playing, we see through all of them. It's not difficult. You're not outsmarting people with these arguments. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Catch you guys on the next show. Peace.